the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game?
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Come on. Hey.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on third down.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Geno Smith. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A quick throw by Brady complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now Brady. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain first down.
From the gun, here's Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Seahawks 14, Buccaneers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, did we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever is going to take the...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Gino.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, but now it's 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Geno now to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Come on. Hey.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Myers' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handle?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Smith now to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now here is another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Rolling to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Geno on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Smith. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin, 28 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a play fake. Brady going deep this time for Miller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. You're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Miller in motion right. On play action, it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady going to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point put through by Succop as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
The tackle made by Zion McCollum.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Walker.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And now here is another interception. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Seahawks 62, Buccaneers 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw is Brady. And my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Pass across the 20. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today.